Well, hey there. It's week 5 of NFL Primetime. Chris Berman, Booger McFarland. We kind of got the memo, right?
Exactly, yeah. It's fall.
It's a holiday weekend where, we got the plaids going.
Yeah.
Everybody's festive, and I'll tell you who's festive. A lot of teams who you wouldn't think would be festive on this week, right?
Absolutely.
Just when you think you know something, you know nothing at all. Which brings us to our lead game, and that would be the world champion Kansas City Chiefs. They've won 13 in a row. Since Andy Reid has been head coach there, they've owned the division of the AFC West. He himself, as a Chiefs coach against the Raiders in Oakland then, 12-2. It's in Arrowhead. The Raiders never win there. I mean, you can add it up. It's a rivalry. No, it's not, because only one team is winning. That's why they play the games. Here we go from Kansas City. But look, once upon a time, John Gruden, Andy Reid, and Mike Holmgren's staff. I knew them then, Booger. I knew. You kidding? That staff, I knew them all. Early, the first staff that Mike Holmgren had, 92, 93, 94. Now today, John Gruden, Las Vegas Raiders, Andy with the shield. Patrick Mahomes, this is what we do. First half, he threw a lot of beautiful balls, a lot of downfield blocking, and this one a touchdown to Sammy Watkins, 21-10 Kansas City.
Even when he scrambles, he keeps his eyes down the field. That allows him to make those ridiculous throws, Boom.
His heart never beats too fast, but I'll tell you what, he was watching Derek Carr to Henry cutting the rugs. He's gone Raiders style speed. 24-21 Las Vegas.
Good to have him back. He adds a bit of explosiveness to this Las Vegas Raider offense.
72 yards, cutting the rugs indeed. Now Mahomes, 3rd and 15. Buying time. How does he do it? Well, we've been watching it since he's been playing. That's the Travis Kelce. Kelce and Mahomes are the only ones that see this every day, right?
Are you kidding me? Just look at the way he torques his body, turns his shoulders, and delivers a timing throw to Kelce. Unbelievable.
So Chiefs had a pretty good lead. Then the Raiders come back. We're tied at 24 after the half. 4th and 1 Raiders, late third. Derek Carr up the middle, first down. They continue the drive. A gamble for Coach Gruden. Now 4th quarter at the 7. Power running for Josh Jacobs. 8 minutes, 71-yard drive, 30-24. The Raiders. Carr. Time. Oh, my goodness. Is he open? Hunter Renfrow. And you know what? You can see Pat Mahomes says the same thing, right? Like, he was wide open.
The Chiefs' defense was practicing social distancing.
Well, on that play, they did it well. Under the Chiefs going for it, 4th and 7. Oh! Jeff Heath picks it off, 6 minutes to go. Thinking about a pick six all the way down to the 2. First interception Mahomes all year.
Yeah, Mahomes trying to force it there. Nice play, though. The Raiders set back in zone coverage, rush 3. Nice play by the safety.
And so here's Jacob into the end zone. I mean, nobody hurdled like Marcus, but you know. And so the Raiders lead at 40-24. When have the Chiefs ever come back from 16 down? Many times. Mahomes, Kelce, touchdown. They go for 2, convert, 1-score game, 8-point lead, 40-32. Just over the 2-minute warning left in the game. Play action. Carr, Zay Jones in the flat, but Rashad Breeland, just back from his 4-game suspension, makes the play. He had another big play earlier, 4th and 1. Coach Gruden going to go for it, and the Chiefs have burned their timeout, and that's essentially won the game.
Beautiful play design on the play before by Gruden, putting the wide receiver at fullback, then the quarterback sneak sealed the game, Boom.
So Derek Carr said it, look, it's not a rivalry till we start winning some of these things. He did win some of these things. The Raiders go into Kansas. They're 1-0 as the Las Vegas Raiders in Arrowhead. The Chiefs, that 13-game winning streak dating back till November last year, obviously by the boards. Carr, 347 yards passing. Raiders go into their bye at 3-2. Kansas City falls for the first time.
I've taken a lot of sad walks up that ramp. You see what I'm saying? But not today. I'm gonna enjoy this one. And I know everyone talks about the history and all that kind of stuff. George Atkinson talked about it to the team yesterday in the team meeting. But we have to make it a rivalry, and we have to win games like this to make it like that.
It's a learning lesson. I mean, if you don't play your best football, you lose football games in this league. And if we didn't play our best football today, and we try to battle at the end, but we don't play at a high enough level against good football teams, then you're going to lose games.
The Raiders went into this thing, Booger, you could see it. Confident, even though Chiefs had the lead for quite a bit of the first half, they weren't, we never win, this isn't going to be a good day. Wasn't that look at all.
But that comes from their head coach, because John Gruden was very confident and very positive, because he knows the formula. It's really simple. We're going to win the time of possession, 35 minutes. We're going to control the clock running the football, 35 carries, almost 150 yards. But in the end, the physicality of the Raiders' offense allowed the play-action pass to go over the top. Nelson Aguilar, Henry Ruggs. And defensively, that's the key when you go against Kansas City. How do you slow down Mahomes? Maybe New England gave us the blueprint. Rush 3, drop 7 or 8 in coverage. It seemed to work. They didn't give up many big plays. In the end, the confidence of the head coach trickled down to the team because they were a confident team going in the Arrowhead.
And they gained, well, it was 490, almost 500 yards.
Yes.
I mean, that's a big number.
Yes.
Look, the Chiefs, they're not going to win every game they ever play, and this is not an excuse. You wonder, nobody's looking past anyone, but you're only human. That huge game, Baltimore, New England, which was nip and tuck until the very end, all of a sudden it's a double digit. How would some of his younger guys respond to Andy Reid, to big game wins? We always beat the Raiders. I'm not saying they'll look past them at all, but the Raiders were ready.
It just goes to show you any given Sunday in this league.
Yep.
Andy Reid knows that. They had to show up and play, especially at home. Kansas City is one of the few teams, Kansas City and Seattle, they're hurt by not having a full crowd at home. And I think today's one of those days when they look back on it, they wish the crowd would have been full because the Chiefs' kingdom could have provided an extra little bit of energy they needed.
Well, all I know is the Raiders, they hit the slot machine today.
Oh, absolutely.
They hit
Vegas.
the slot machine. Now, the Baltimore Ravens a couple weeks ago were embarrassed by the Chiefs, and they got back on their winning ways last week against Washington. Into town comes Joe Burrow and the resurgent, to the degree, Bengals. Lamar Jackson has his tight end. What? Mark Andrews. I mean, what a target. Not he has become, but look at this again. And hello.
Just hold on to the ball. Now get up, because it doesn't hurt.
So Jackson goes, you know what? He did that for me. He did this for me. And first down, now a 3rd and goal. And he did that and that for me. I'm going to throw one where you can get a touchdown. Pretty good coverage. Pump fake good.
He talked about all week long, getting the passing game better, stepping up in the pocket. There's a clear example of him stepping up, but he's still going to Mark Andrews for the touchdown.
Joe Burrow, look, things are going to be okay in Cincinnati. But the Ravens defense was all over him. That's under pressure all day. That's Marcus Peters, who's always around the ball. I mean, 18 straight games, they forced at least 1 turnover. That's saying something. That's why they're having fun. That Hollywood brother Jackson buying time. Hollywood in the end zone, 17-0 Ravens at the half, and defense was having their way. You don't believe me? Just watch. Burrow. Well, I'm going to step up and, oh no! What? And there it is. It's a rainy day, and then what? There it goes again, and bumbling out of bounds. Ravens do kick a field goal at Mixon, good play to knock it out. They get the ball, Ravens. They end up with a field goal. Now it's 20-0. They're smelling shutout. You know what that's like, Booger, right? When you can have it. Oh, Chuck Clark.
Joe Burrow's going to learn. Take the sack, get down, and live to see another day.
Marlon Humphrey, I mean, is he always around the ball? There's number 44 again. 7 sacks, couple of fumbles, and then Humphrey involved again with the peanut punch. It's coming up right here. Burrow's going to throw to Mike Thomas. And, oh, you completed it? So what? The ball is loose, and the rookie Patrick Queen could go all the way. What a combination by these defensive players.
Without a doubt. Humphrey patented the peanut punch, knocking it out. Peanut Tillman, Charles Tillman patented that. And then what about the awareness from the rookie Patrick Queen? Could be the defensive rookie of the year, scooping it up, taking it to the house, scooping score. This Ravens defense played on a mission today. They had a point to prove, Boom.
They did, and you see Queen and Joe Burrow, 2 of the biggest cogs of LSU's championship team a year ago. Same division. They'll be seeing each other a lot, and they exchange pleasantries. And in this game, the Ravens, they're up to 4-1, and the Bengals hadn't lost a couple, but 27-3, the final. As we said, 7 sacks. The last time the Ravens were 4-1 was 2012. They won the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. That's that boy Pete Q in the flesh. Yes, sir. You know what I'm talking about? 4-1 sounds like, Patrick.
Joe, no, I'm gonna talk a little trash, but Joe's my guy. I love him to death. When he did the little quarterback sneak, I got a few words in with Joe. We know how to get it in between us. We competitive. We always want to be great. We always want to win. So I know this is gonna be still a fun rivalry all the way into the time that we're done.
This day and age, chance to even pitch or shut out defensively.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bengals did get a field goal. Right? Tell me what it's like in the huddle, like in the fourth quarter. We got a shutout going.
It's motivation because the opponent on this other side of the ball can't score against you or can't beat you. So you have to find different ways to motivate yourself. And the shutout is one of them. This defense came out on a mission. They were embarrassed by Kansas City, and that still lingers in their mind. And you could tell they knew going into this game the Bengals probably couldn't beat them. But they wanted to work on the things. That way the next time they see a high-level opponent like the Chiefs, they're ready. The passing game with Lamar Jackson stepping up in the pocket, pressuring the quarterback, creating turnovers. Those are all things that they're going to need the next time they face the Kansas City.
Well, they're learning, and the Ravens certainly see the Chiefs lost. They're 4-1. The Ravens 4-1. There's been a lot of feel good in Washington with Coach Ron Rivera as everybody roots for him. And the Rams are in Washington to play the football team there. Now, last week, this was the quarterback depth chart. Dwayne Haskins, Kyle Allen, Alex Smith, 3, and we all know his story. Unbelievable. Well, now it's 1 week later. Kyle Allen, 1. Alex Smith, 2. Dwayne Haskins said he had a stomach problem, wasn't even there. He was the 3 anyway, wasn't going to get in. So here you go. And meanwhile, flying across country again with the Rams, and they're facing Kyle Allen, who won a bunch of games for Ron Rivera early last year with Carolina. Allen, part of the reason he won games is he can move and he can feel the end zone. Washington's leading 7-6 over the Rams.
Field gets tight in the red zone. Kyle Allen using his legs, putting it in the end zone. Nice play by him.
Second quarter, Jared Goff opened up 8 for 8. Little play action. How about 9 for 9? Yeah. That would be gone to Robert Woods, 13-7 L.A.
Nice play call by Sean McVay. The underneath route attracted the corner. Woods coming in motion up the sideline. Great play design.
Midway second quarter, Jared Goff. Yes, I am. It's a touchdown. It's 20-7.
It took him a while to get there, but he finally did.
And no, he's in.
And come on, spike it, man.
No! That was like his only incompletion. Well, now just over 2 minutes to go in the half. Allen rambling. Jalen Ramsey, now he's flagged. Allen hurt. First week, no concussion. At least he walked off.
Yeah.
But he had left the game.
He should have been flagged as far as Jalen Ramsey, but Allen is going to learn the next time he gets his opportunity. Hey, big fella, get out of bounds. That 1 yard could cost you a lot.
So, Alex Smith, and everyone knows his story. 16 knee surgeries. His wife Elizabeth, his young family watching, and now Alex Smith, quarterback Washington, a pass complete to J.D. McKissick. First completion since the middle of 2018. Family, us, football. No classier person than Alex Smith in football. That being said, and I feel Aaron Donald feels the same way, but he had a game to play. Aaron Donald sacked the quarterback 4 times.
Other than Patrick Mahomes, he's the best player in the National Football League. So why you would block him one-on-one, I have no idea, Washington football team.
Now we are third quarter. Washington has the ball, and Aaron Donald again. Alex, what was it? Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Martha and the Vandellas.
The speed, I know that one. Just the speed and the athleticism of him is amazing.
We said 4-sack Donald, and now he just barely gets out of the end zone. There's another sack. The Rams go on to win it 30-10. As Donald had 4, they had 8 overall with the sacks. The coaches agreed each other afterwards, and so, hey, look, we are now going to proclaim the LA Rams as champs of the NFC East. They're 4-0 against the NFC East.
And they're a very good football team also. They are winning, not to take anything away with Alex Smith coming back because that's the story, but the Rams are a good team.
And so afterwards, Rams and Redskins and Washington talk.
He can handle it. That's the one thing we didn't see through training camp was whether or not he could take the hit. He handled it. He handled it very well. And again, it's he's done a great job, and it's a hell of a story.
I mean, it's amazing. It really is just amazing for him to be able to go through what he's been through and get back on that field. I'll probably text him here after this press conference and congratulate him, because that's truly special, and it's truly a special human that can do something like that.
Alex, did you think this day over these last 2 years was always possible, or did you believe it? Or
No, I mean, certainly was there, and I continued to reach for it and put it out there and strive for it. But no, I'd be lying if I was saying there weren't a lot of days when I didn't think it was going to happen. But you just kind of keep pushing through.
Well, and Patrick Mahomes will be the first one to tell you how much you learned about being a professional quarterback
Yes,
from Alex.
absolutely.
That's just wonderful and great to see. Battle of Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh hosting Philadelphia, and get used to the name Chase Claypool, second-round pick. Notre Dame, that was very quickly into the pool. 7-0 Steelers at the big ketchup bottle. I can see for miles and miles, it's Miles Sanders, and we're tied at 7. We got a ball game. Seems like the Steelers haven't played for like a month.
Great call by Doug Peterson against the blitz, run a draw, easy touchdown there by Miles Sanders.
Now early second quarter. Now we're going to go a little bit across the middle, and Chase Claypool has it from Big Ben, and now he's into the deep end. 32 yards, touchdown, his second TD, 17-14 Steelers. At the half, third quarter. Oh, the flip to Ray McLeod. Hey, he. Get off of McLeod. That's a good play. It's 58 yards.
They've seen his explosiveness in practice. Mike Tomlin said we have to get Ray the ball, and they did.
Now, Big Ben, we're going to have you score every which way but loose right here, Claypool. That's the third one. It's 24-14. Now, 31-14. Steelers have scored again. Mike Hilton makes a reservation for a room at Carson Wentz. We know the Steelers can rush the passer. Wentz, and this is a wonderful story. Travis Fulgham from Old Dominion, practice squad player around the league, and just brought up.
Who knew he was going to be the best receiver they have? Boom.
Well, and then this is a nice play. Wentz to Greg Ward. Eagles better go for 2, make it. They're down 9, 31-22. Third and goal, Philly. Wentz, boom. Yeah! He caught 10 for 152. It's a 31-29 game. But how do you stay unbeaten? You answer drives like that? Well, but maybe not so fast. Ben to Eric Ebron. It's a fumble. And Trevon LeBlanc comes up with it, Philly.
Nice play by LeBlanc, sticking his shoulder in there, creating that tackle. He gave the Eagles life.
But they couldn't go that far, and a 57-yard field goal for Jake Elliott. That's a rough place to kick. The longest field goal ever in there is 53.
Some people are going to question the move. Why not go for it on 4th and 5 if you're Doug Peterson?
That's a tough kick. Well, it didn't pay off. Now 3rd and 8, Pittsburgh. Now Claypool, everybody into the pool. We're having a swim. He caught 4 touchdowns, caught balls for 116 wins. And now here's Bud Dupree in the Steeler defense.
And they are like Mariano Rivera. When they get a lead, T.J. Watt, Bud Dupree, they can close it out.
And then Wentz, at this point, it's 4th and 20. I mean, you're just winging it literally. You're down 2 scores. Steven Nelson picks it off. And the Steelers, the schedule changes and changing. Wait till the Chargers see their schedule. It's changed a million times. The Steelers beat the Eagles 38-29. So we showed, and now for Claypool, the first Canadian-born player to score on 3 touchdown receptions in the NFL since, even I don't remember, Joe Rooney of the 1927 Duluth Eskimos. Ernie Nevers was the star on that team, but Joe Rooney was Canadian. Pretty good feat by Claypool today. Sal afterwards.
You know what? We persevered. That's a really good defense. They get after it. They rotate. They're physical. I'm going to be sore, but I always am when you get done playing Philly. I mean, it's a good football team, but we found a way. It's in the past. I mean, we can sit there and talk about what happened and this, that, and the other, but we got to come play, and that's what we did. And so that's what, like I said, I'm proud of the guys, for all of us just really stepping up when we needed to, because at the end of the day, you got to play a football game, and that's what we had to do.
Well, Big Ben is saying it, and they look the part again. And I'm going to start with how you ended the closing part of Pittsburgh's argument.
Anytime Pittsburgh gets a lead, what do we know about them? They've always had the ability to rush the passer. Bud Dupree, T.J. Watt. They can cover on the outside. They have the same secondary they had last year, back this year. They have closers. You need fourth quarter pass rush to win in this league. Individuals that can win one-on-one battles.
Yep.
And they have 2 of them. And that offense, think about this. They have a legitimate number 1. Chase Claypool, wide receiver coach Ike Hilliard, said they've been waiting on this young man. He's 6'3", 230 pounds. He runs legit 4.3. Now you got Juju. You got the slot guy. They have an offense now that is Super Bowl worthy. It's going to be a tough outcome January for Pittsburgh.
Well, and I've got a guy that's won a couple of Super Bowls. You know, real quickly, Booger, Philly better. Yeah, I know they beat San Francisco. Well, I mean, they won out west last week. Better. I don't know what that means. Maybe in that division that's good enough. I don't know.
Close, but no cigar.
Well,
better. Wentz improved. They still got to get the weapons on the same page. Too many errors on defense. Not enough explosiveness on the offense. They just got to be a little bit more.
Speaking of same page, the Texans are trying to get on the winning page, and as you know, they let go of coach and GM Bill O'Brien, great football man last week. Another great football man, 73 years young, Romeo Crennel, back as interim coach as the Texans hosted Gardner Minshew and the Jags. Minshew to Keenan Cole, the Jags. Hey, they're having fun. They're up 7-3.
I like it, hitting the gritty. What a throw by Minshew on the 7 route in the corner.
Deshaun Watson has been under siege a lot this year. I mean, by opposing pass rush. Look at the big fella, Darren Fells, into the end zone. The Texans, they're having fun, 10-7.
I thought he was an offensive tackle for a minute.
Well, hey, Minshew to Laviska Shenault. He is stuck behind the line. Houston can play some defense. The Jags have to settle for a field goal attempt from Stephen Hauschka. Had a nice career in the NFL, no question that. He's the 4th kicker they've had in 5 weeks. That's a 24-yard field goal that's no good. So
you have one job, Hauschka. Make the kick. Come on.
Down 10-7 remains. Watson. But here are the Jags. Nice diving pick by Sidney Jones. Very sweet.
Oh, that's outstanding use of the hands, making sure that ball doesn't hit the ground.
One more chance to score. This 49 yards, so certainly no chip shot and no good. Houston goes into the break, up on the Jags 10-7. Now, down 13-7, 3rd and 2. Minshew going to go to Tyler Eifert. And how about that play by Houston? And so we've seen the field goals down, and they're down anyway. Doug Marrone goes for it, 4th and 1. While, and in honor of the NBA Finals, we're going to dribble our way into the lane. You know, not the play, right?
Little wild jag there. If you're going to go for it, keep the ball in Minshew's hand.
Well, next possession, so Houston gets it on downs. Watson moving as he can to Fuller. Will Fuller into the end zone, and now it's a 2-score game, 20-7.
Nice awareness by Fuller, getting up off the ground, not being touched.
Jacob Martin comes in on Minshew. Look out! Ball loose. Whitney Merciless. But what? Comes out again. Eifert has it now. Tyrell. Hey, it wasn't raining there. This was a different deal. Houston takes over at the 34. Deshaun Watson, who had a big game. Brandon Cooks. 8 for 161. Who knows what he's cooking? Touchdown. Romeo, where art thou? Romeo, you're a winner, 30-14.
I like it, Little Macbeth. Great job, though, by Romeo Crennel, going for it on 4th and 4, putting the ball in Watson's hands. Nice play call.
You know those turnovers that Houston forced the first all year? We think of them as, that kind of defense.
Yes, they should be.
Well, it took to the 5th game till it happened. Now, Colts and the Browns, 2 3-1 teams. And in Cleveland, this was news. We're 3-1? Yeah, we're 3-1. The Colts, we're 3-1. Phillip Rivers, Jonathan Taylor. Well, I think there was a hole there.
Yeah, big hole.
It's a 7-3 Colts lead on 4th and 2. They gamble on their first possession. Now, 2nd and 5 from the 24, Baker Mayfield. Plenty of time. Oh, nice to Jarvis Landry. That's an 18-yard pickup. Grabbing it around the defender.
Unbelievable catch. LSU could have used that on Saturday, but we'll take it on Sunday if you're the Cleveland Browns.
What a catch. Now 4th and 1. Brown's going to go for it. Mayfield, Odell Beckham Jr., he picks up 3 and a first down. Their gamble pays off. 2nd quarter now, but obviously same drive. 3rd and goal from the 2. Mayfield, pump. Where's Kareem Hunt? There he is. You know what? Game's slowing down for him.
Just a little bit. Great patience by Baker there.
10-7 Cleveland. Now Mayfield, next possession. To Beckham.
Wow.
He got talent. We know that. Last year was another story. This year, completely different.
Doing a great job of getting the ball to Beckham and allowing your best players to make plays. What a catch by OBJ.
20 to Colts challenge. It stays. Mayfield, Rashard Higgins, 15 yards. Hey, we're having fun. We're up 17-10. It's 20-10 at the half. Cleveland. Phillip Rivers. T.Y. Hilton. Oh, no! Ronnie Harrison Jr. could go all the way. 27-10.
We saw it with Brady. Now we're seeing it with Rivers. Old quarterbacks late to the outside, pick six.
Now the kickoff. Isaiah Rodgers. Colts got to get something going. A seam here. Look out. Whoa! What a cut. He misses. Rodgers could go all the way for 101 yards. That got him back in the game, 27-17. Now 27-20, one score. You talk about closers. How about Myles Garrett? Phillip trying to get it. Intentional grounding from the end zone. It's a safety.
It's a safety, Myles Garrett. He is a closer when you get a lead. Fourth quarter pass rush, evident right there. Myles Garrett, candidate for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, Phillip said, my guy was over there. The refs didn't buy it. Now, Rivers looking for Mo Alley Cox, and that's picked off. Sheldrick Red Wine might be having some tonight.
A little vino.
That's good vintage. Rivers a mistake. The Browns take over. It's 29-23, so still a game. But the Ernest Johnson. I tell you what, Browns are an earnest football team. Booger. They're earnest. First down, that just about ended it. Now let me sink in for a minute. The Cleveland Browns, they're 4-1. The Cleveland Browns are 4-1 as the Colts fall to 3-2. Cleveland wins it 32-23. The Browns at Pittsburgh next week. All of a sudden, here's a big game. We haven't been able to say that for a long time. The Browns' first 4-1 start since 1994. Those were those Browns head coach Bill Belichick. That would be a while ago. You know what? For Cleveland, look, it's not all this because they've had talent.
Right.
We said this. Shh. Don't talk about it. Just play football.
Yeah.
They're actually fun to watch this year. Last year, they were not.
It's amazing what difference coaching can make. The play calls are different. Notice where Baker Mayfield is when he throws the football. He's deep in the pocket or he's outside on the edge. He's only 6 feet tall, so now he can see. But make no mistake, this change is about one thing. Their commitment to their offensive line and being physical, running the football. And oftentimes, boom, it's not about how many yards you're getting. It's about the threat, the number of attempts. If I know you can do it and if I know you have the ability to do it, I can play you differently and I can get one-on-one coverage on the outside. And then that's when OBJ and Landry can make those big plays. I love what Kevin Stefanski's done. Don't tell me coaching can't make a difference. Those are the same guys I had last year.
Pretty much.
The coaching has changed things in Cleveland.
Things slowing a little for Mayfield.
Yes.
I mean, it's easy to say when you win games.
Yes,
though, right?
easy to say. Less commercials, less Twitter, less IG, more football. It's a formula. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Wait a minute. Let me just say it again. Cleveland.
Yes.
4-1. These are the Cleveland Browns, okay? Now they're our force. And, all right, what do we got next? Giants, Cowboys, want to go there? Hey, NFC East, does anybody want this? This is a nice scene at the beginning. Jason Garrett, now offensive coordinator, Giants, longtime coach for Jerry Jones, and, of course, head coach of Dak. And, Jason Garrett, very classy. Everybody loved him. Look at this play. Zeke, Cedric Wilson to Prescott. How about Dak in the end zone for a touchdown?
Not Philly special. How about Dallas special?
Dallas special. 11 yards. That's toward the end of the half, 24-20 Cowboys. 24-23 they lead. And then this, Logan Ryan tackles up Payne immediately. Here was the scene the teammates know. Everybody knows Dak's going to have ankle surgery on Sunday night, and everybody thinking about him. Obviously, it looked gruesome.
Prayers up to Dak Prescott, as you say, undergoing surgery on Sunday night. Hopefully everything works out well.
Tough. I mean, tears and
It means something to him, Boom. Everything he's gone through. He lost his brother. Everything that's happened to him, no contract. That face there, you can tell it means something to him. And it also meant something to the rest of the league with the outpouring of support for him.
Well, no, very classy. That's right. Number 4, we're with you. So, surgery, I assume that's going to be the year, but they have Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, A, B, C, D, Lamb. It's a nursery rhyme. They move the ball.
He might be their best receiver.
Could be. Well, he's still their best runner. Zeke Elliott, 12 years. How about them Cowboys? Back up 31-23, and number 4. Thinking about it. Obvious. Now it's 31-26. Turned out to be a really good game. Devontae Freeman. Yeah, we remember this. We remember this. A 4-yard touchdown for the Giants. 34-31, they make a 2-point conversion. First, second half lead the Giants have had all year. Now Dalton running. Michael Gallup on his horse makes a catch.
This is why you pay for a high-level backup quarterback like Andy Dalton. But what a catch by Gallup. Little toe drag swag there, Boom.
Nice. And now Dalton says, you do that for me? How about this? Gallup says, I'm going to do it for you again. Oh, wow.
The body control.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, coming down made it.
Slowing the body down, allowing the receiver or the cornerback to get on his back and the ball to come over his shoulder.
And Cowboys call a timeout with 3 seconds to go. Greg the Leg Zerline. Kick right. Ooh. A little power draw.
The wind pushed it.
Oh, wow, but it's good. 34 yards. How about them Cowboys? The Cowboys win it 37-34 in a game that was much better than advertised, especially in the NFC East. And so in this one, unfortunately, the Giants played great. You combine, we're going to do that a little bit later. All right, now this is what we have. Brother Tad has tweeted, God is good. He'll be back stronger than ever. I guarantee it. Let's go, Dak. Let's continue to walk by faith, and I'll be sure to continue to fight. Sound afterwards.
I know we won, but it just sucks to lose Dak, our leader. And I was talking to the guys. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us to fill that void that we're going to be missing from 4. And we just got to go out there and play for him. Grabbed the O-line, told them that the game's going to be on us. We're going to have to grind it out a little bit. And they were up to the challenge, open up that big hole to get us in the end zone that drive. But it just told the group of guys that it's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us. We're all going to have to make a play to make sure we go win this for 4, and that's what happened. We all did.
Emotional win for Dallas for obvious reasons.
Yeah, well, anytime you lose your leader and how well Dak Prescott is like, it's going to be an emotional blow. It was good to see him fight back to win this game at the end. But now as they move forward, because this team is going to have to move forward, they have a capable backup in Andy Dalton. They have a running back who they paid like the best running back in the league. It's going to be important for them to lean on this offensive line, run the football, and think about the weapons on the outside. The season is not lost in Dallas. Andy Dalton is very capable.
Correct.
CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Gallup, Wilson, they have weapons in Dallas. The leaders now have to step up to rally this team, especially on defense.
And again, they gave up in the 30s in points.
Yes.
Not that Andy Dalton can't score, but he's been a playoff quarterback.
Correct, yeah.
But that's now got to get it into the 20s at least, right?
Yes.
Nobody's saying a shutout.
Right, exactly. Just make the game easier to play for Andy Dalton. That way he doesn't have to go out and score 40 every week, like you said.
Yeah, and you know what's odd, though? You think, so they're 2-3. What do they have, a stranglehold on first place in the NFC East? Hey, whatever works. Meanwhile, Carolina lost their best player, Christian McCaffrey. They were 0-2, but now they're 2-2. And they go into Atlanta. Dan Quinn
he needs a win.
We need a win. And Todd Gurley played for him that way. Gurley looked good. 35-yard run. He had over 100 yards, and the Falcons lead at home against Carolina.
First time we've seen the explosiveness, the ability to get outside from Gurley in a long time.
Teddy Bridgewater, we've said it on this show, he just wins. How's that for Robbie Anderson? Look, Ma, one hand.
Number one receiver, the Jets sure could use him again.
29-yard pickup. Panthers get a field goal. They're down 7-6. Now Bridgewater. That's nice to DJ Moore. Moore, do you think he can run? Yeah, not only is he into the end zone, he's gone. Maybe he's not coming back. Come on back. We need you.
It's a simple whip route, and for that route to score, shame on the Atlanta Falcons defense. They quit today.
13-7, Bridgewater, Anderson. Nice. First down, first and goal, Panthers. Couple plays later, Bridgewater. Fake a handoff to Davis. Now passes to Davis. 20-7 against Atlanta. The Panthers are up. Fourth quarter, 20-10. Matt Ryan. Frustrated. I mean, look, we know he's good. We know the Falcons are better. Better than this, we think. Hayden Hurst open.
Throw's got to be better. When your quarterback makes $30 million, he's got to make that throw.
Lamid Zaccheaus. No, that throw to him is Ryan angry with himself. Hurst, here's what he saw later on. Whoa.
It's a frustrated team right now. You can tell, Boone, they're reading the press clippings. They know that their coach is in danger of being fired.
20-13, score remains. Now, this drive, Carolina, 17-yard run, 3rd and 2, own 28, Curtis Samuel. They took the ball over with 8.5 minutes to go. Mike Davis, 15-yard run. Same drive, tick, tick, tick. I remember, and so do you.
Mm-hmm.
You remember these Carolina Panthers. Then Teddy Bridgewater, short of first down, but it doesn't matter. The drive took almost 8 minutes, and with a field goal to go up by 10, this is like Stewart, D'Angelo Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Stephen Davis, not this young Davis. And Dan Quinn, and you see, that was GM Thomas Dimitroff, and the owner Arthur Blank. The Falcons are 0-5. Give it to Matt Rule and his coordinators from the college ranks.
Yes.
The Panthers are now 3-2. They've won 3 in a row, 23-16. Arizona lost a couple in a row. They're at the Jets, and, well, everybody gets healthy when they play the Jets. And today, Sam Darnold heard Joe Flacco play. Kyler Murray. He had these ideas. He can do this scoop, 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 scoop. Yeah. 16-yard game. Now, I want you to watch Chase Edmonds. The closest Jet to him was at LaGuardia. Oh, man, this was painful to watch. I hate to. Look, I grew up at Shea Stadium, Booger. It's killing me.
And nice block by the tight end coming across. Just good play design, but that's terrible defense by the Jets.
Well, 4th and 1, Jets at the 13. So, look, we're deep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Gase. We got the play. We got Le'Veon Bell. You don't think they think he'll get it, do you? You know those holes at Pittsburgh? Mm-hmm. They're not there.
Welcome back, Le'Veon Bell. Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, well, Cardinals get the ball back. Nowhere to go. Cardinals possession, 3rd and 6. Murray. Ball batted. Hey, Jets. Defense intercepted Avery Williamson. But wouldn't you know, they're in the red zone, they get a field goal.
When your quarterback is 5'10", that's been one of the knocks. The tips across the middle for Murray.
Hey, here's my man, Andy Isabella. UMass. I was an honorary assistant coach. He's one of my guys. Second-round pick a year ago, 24 yards for Murray on a 3rd and 15. Murray. Yeah, well, he's in there. He has Jets, right? 14-3 Cardinals. Now 17-3. Still a game when Flacco hits Jamison, Manhattan, Clam, Crowder. Oh, nice. 52-yard pickup. And it's that combination again. He is in the end zone. Yes, over the line. Good call.
Great job using the left hand to keep his body off the ground and reaching out. Nice play by the veteran Crowder.
So it's a one-score game, 17-10. Kyler Murray says, you know, this DeAndre Hopkins guy, I heard about him. How's that?
Best receiver in football, but look at the contested catches he makes. That's what having a number one receiver. Great defense, better catching. 45-yard
pickup, Murray, Hopkins. Again, I can't fault the Jets on those 2 plays, but it's a touchdown.
Great coverage, so nice, though. I'll try it twice. D-Hop.
Oh, man. And so, 37-yard touchdown, and the Cardinals go on to beat the Jets by the count of 30-10. The Cardinals, they're 3-2, and the Jets, J-E-T-S, they fall to 0-5, as are the Giants. And so if you add it up, I hate this. The Giants were game on this day, but look, Jets, Giants combined, 0-10. They average 15 points a game. They average giving up almost 30 points a game. And start spreading the snooze. First time they both were 0-5 in the same season. Hey, look, this is what happened. Meanwhile, San Francisco was in the Super Bowl a year ago, I think. I know they got some guys hurt. I know. But they got Jimmy Garoppolo back on this day, and they're hosting Miami. I mean, they got to win a home game, right? Well, nobody told Fitzy. This Harvard man, look at that. To Preston Williams, 47 yards, Miami in business.
That was a theme early on, picking on Brian Allen.
Now, Fitzy to Adam Sheen. 7-0 Miami out on the West Coast. 4th and 1. Jerick McKinnon does not get a first down.
That's unlike the 49ers. The offensive line running behind Trent Williams, they should have been able to get that.
I know. So what does Miami do? I love this. They go for the jugular right off a defensive stand. 28 yards, Devontae Parker. Tommy was here, we said from Louisville. Fitzy to Myles Gaskin. He doesn't blow a gasket. He's into the end zone. It's 14-0. Now, look at Fitzy. Is he 37? Look at Fitzy. They can move. He's between defense. Running like 27. You got to give him the nod.
Wheels.
I think the beard is windsheared. 17 yards. Now Fitzy. 22 yards to Devontae Parker. 21-7 Dolphins.
Again, throwing that number 48, Brian Allen. They picked on him all day, Boom.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy intercepted by Bobby McCain. Dolphins kick field goal 24-7. End of first half. Can they get something? Jimmy Xavier Howard returns it to the 19. Kyle Shanahan.
Just when you got pressure in your face, yes, the ball got tipped, but you're throwing in the zone coverage like that, just a bad throw, and too many of those from your franchise veteran quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Last week, Mullins started. They lost to Philly. C.J. Beathard came in. He led him to a touchdown. Beathard was in, but guess what? Fitzy said, hey, Matt Breida, like you used to be a 49. Hey, welcome back to your old stadium.
Little revenge.
Little 33-yarder. Fitzy, Williams. And look, this team was, I know it's not the team that was in the Super Bowl. I don't care. You think they're not moving under Brian Flores a little bit? Miami, quite a bit. I mean, they clobbered the 49ers. No one saw this kind of score coming. 43-17.
They physically beat them at the line of scrimmage. That's the most surprising thing.
So the Dolphins, and oddly enough, San Francisco 2-0 in New York, 0-3 in San Francisco. So, I mean, what do we have here in Week 5? Both Super Bowl teams got beat, and surprisingly so. So this isn't news by any means, but when you assume in pro football, you found out you're wrong.
Well, we always know, we know what happens when you assume. But I think there were statements made and assumptions made that we can count on going forward. In Pittsburgh, they made a statement in Pittsburgh how they played against the Eagles, the closers they had, Bud Dupree, T.J. Watt. Kansas City, Las Vegas, another statement made. Two teams that announced to the world, don't assume we're going to be the same old teams. We're going to be in it to the end, and we're just now starting to round into form in October.
Well, we got some game ball. You already hinted at it. You know, I know what side of the ball you're going at.
It's definitely going to be defense. Boom. Anytime you can dominate the game from the defense side of the ball, especially interior.
Especially now.
And now, Aaron Donald, 4 sacks today. He dominated the Washington football team inside and out. They tried to single block him. It didn't work. Double team him. Didn't work. Newsflash, if you're an offensive coordinator in this league, make sure you stop Aaron Donald by double team.
Look, when you're a young man, I know Notre Dame, you get pub and everything, but when you score, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 touchdowns for the Pittsburgh Steelers as a rookie, Franco never did it. You know all the names that play for Pittsburgh. None of them did it as a rookie. 4 TDs in one game. So Chase Claypool, everybody in the pool.
Yes,
I mean, so good.
in the deep end.
In the deep end. Listen, there's more football to show, and that's why we always are with a smile on our face. Welcome our Scott Van Pelt, and he certainly has the highlights for us of the Seahawks at home, trying to remain undefeated against the Vikings. Scott?
Boomer, thanks so much. Seattle, as you mentioned, trying to stay perfect. They've never started a season 5-0. Sunday night, welcoming Minnesota to town. Russell Wilson with a nod to Sue Bird. She and the Seattle Storm recently won yet another WNBA title. Minnesota dominates the first half. I'm talking dominates. Wilson's under pressure, getting sacked. But here come the Seahawks. Wilson, Will Dissly. It's 13-7 after a fumble. It's Wilson to DK Metcalf, and you blink, and all of that hard work is gone, like building a sandcastle at the beach, and the tide comes in. And then it gets worse. Here comes a bigger wave. Cousins gets picked. KJ Wright makes a remarkable one-handed pick as Cousins was looking for Justin Jefferson, and it is all falling apart for Minnesota. Very next Seahawks play, Chris Carson. This guy is an absolute man running the football. Can't get him down on the ground, and 21 points in $1:53 of game time, and Seattle has threatened to blow this thing out. Credit to Minnesota. They steady the ship and hang on. Cousins. Touchdown Adam Thielen. Go for two, don't get it. 21-19. Still 21-19, fourth quarter. Cousins, Thielen, perfect throw. Back-to-back touchdown drives capped by Thielen, and the Vikings lead 26-21. Now past the midway point of the fourth quarter, Wilson looking downfield, and he is picked by Eric Wilson. Minnesota with a chance to try to put this one to bed. Now, Dalvin Cook ran well in the first half, but he was on the bench with a groin strain. Alexander Madison had run very well. 4th and inches, they have a decision to make. Do you kick the field goal and go up 8, or do you go for it and win this game? They elected to try to go for it, and that would backfire because you give the ball back to that guy, and he is going to kill you. And he did. 4th and 10, backed up, no problem. He floats a perfect ball to Metcalf, which keeps the drive alive. Now 2nd and goal, Metcalf had it briefly, but it's knocked away. They would review, never had it. 3rd down incomplete, so once again it's 4th and goal. Every single week, it feels like some version of this plays out, and more often than not, Wilson does that. Completes it to Metcalf for the touchdown. What a grab. So Metcalf on 4th down once, Metcalf on 4th down twice. Go for two, don't get it. Minnesota's going to need something miraculous, and no miracle was in the back pocket. Actually, the ball came out. Looked to the naked eye like an incomplete pass, but it was actually a fumble, and that'll do it. Seattle comes roaring back after an absolute dud of a first half, and they are idle at 5-0 for the first time ever. They will travel to Arizona for their next game. Meanwhile, Atlanta, who fired their head coach and GM after losing on Sunday, is next up for Minnesota, who sits at 1-4.
So here in New Orleans, in the end, I think we all got what we expected, right? Justin Herbert, the young quarterback, came in. We were excited to see him, and he played great. And we expected them to probably lose a close game to the Saints, which is exactly what happened in the end. As for how we got to that point, it was bananas, crazy time. First quarter, here's Herbert. 17 yards to Keenan Allen, touchdown.
Very few quarterbacks in the NFL can make that play. Extend that play with 2 free rushers, and then on a full sprint, throw that ball with the arm strength and accuracy to Allen for the touchdown.
On to the second quarter we go. 3rd touchdown of the night. It's Herbert to his tight end, Hunter Henry.
Look, it's his touch and accuracy that he's improved on. You started to see flashes of it late in his career at Oregon. Now he's picked up where he left off there, and he's on a nice roll.
Saints do respond into the half. Drew Brees up and over. Ball crosses the goal line. Touchdown. And it's a 20-10 game at the half. In the 4th, Saints trailing by 7. Didn't say Jared Cook's name a lot. Got excited here. Cook running away from people.
That was
touchdown.
A vet quarterback taking advantage of a young free safety, looking him off and hitting the seam.
Tied at 20. Under 4 minutes left. How did Mike Williams get left alone?
Yeah, that's a great question. You knew that Mike Williams was going to have to step up once Keenan Allen went out of the game, and he just hit him on a go route down the sideline for 6.
Here's Breeze. Kamara, the catch of the game,
That's
juggling
ridiculous.
and staying in bounds. And then at the most absolute critical point in the game, Breeze is out and Taysom Hill is in.
Yeah, you did not like this, Levy, until Taysom Hill ran into the end zone and put a foot on your head.
So we go to overtime. Our last opportunity there.
That was huge.
The Chargers, and a 50-yard attempt from Badgley, who missed an extra point earlier in the game, which wound up costing them the game, off the upright and out. Sometimes those go through. In the overtime, Lutz from 36. Got it. Saints have the lead. Chargers do get the football.
That was all you wanted. The Chargers give them the opportunity.
Mike Williams the play, and Marshawn Lattimore, the amazing tackle, keeping him a half-yard shy of the first down, and they turn it over on possessions.
What an unbelievable game.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're seeing what the future looks like at the quarterback position in the NFL. Justin Herbert is here to stay. They've got themselves a good one out there in L.A.
You know, I have all these statistics. Breeze was 1-48 in games when trailing by 17. You know what he is now? He's 2-48.
There you go. That's math.
What a story. And what a game in New Orleans.
Thank you very much. And look, schedule's getting changed, and that's, unfortunately, we're probably going to say not going to be the end of it.
Yeah.
Teams losing you didn't think would lose. Teams winning you didn't think would win, except in New York. And we're rolling the ball, and it's only 5 weeks in, Booger. This could be quite a ride.
Well, it's definitely going to be fun. Looking forward to see who can continue to rise to the top throughout this pandemic.
Well, and let's just hope that it's a ride all the way. I know we're all feeling the same way as we hit October. Enjoy the leaves, everybody. Thanks for watching NFL Primetime. Booger McFarland. I'm Chris Berman. We will see you next week at this time, or you get to choose the time. See you soon.